is White controlling in his own end, gets it over to Jackson Barbieri. Those two make up the top pairing. Reed Facette playing on the top line today. Facette moves it around behind the net. Colin Murray slipped as he came out of the goal to play it. That pass is picked off by Barbieri. He'll gain the zone. Jackson Barbieri will move it into the corner. Will Dallaire with the puck. Dallaire to Racine. Ryan Racine moving around, gets around one, gets around two. Racine trying to make a play in front, now circles the net and gets it out to the point for White, who shoots, and Dallaire looked like he got a stick on it, but not much. That one kept alive by Racine, but carried out of the zone, plays off sides. Now Jackson Barbieri had that one taken away by Griffin Crane. Griffin Crane skates around him, tries to send it toward the front. Aiden Kraft was there at the front of the net for Bishop Hendrickson, but unable to make a play on it. Out to the point. Here's a long shot through traffic. That one knocked down and stopped by Lawrence. Barbieri forced off the puck there. Dropped back. And now towards the front, it was loose for a moment. And now Barbieri lays a hit, and there's going to be a penalty coming up. And that's Aiden Kraft, who is down, injured on the ice. Play goes on, and now they're going to stop it as Barbieri will get called for the penalty. As Kraft remains down on the ice behind the Northwood net. We'll step aside for a moment as we sort this out. Bishop Hendrickson getting their first power play of the game. Nate Marshall to take the face-off for Hendrickson. It's one back to the point. Almost taken away there. Now it's gloved down and cleared by Liam Connolly. All the way down. Murray will leave it. We'll start from behind their own net. Marshall starts up with it for Bishop Hendrickson. He'll shoot in. Lawrence out to play it. Let it go. Now LaRose stripped to the puck behind the net, taken by Barbieri and cleared all the way down and right in on Murray, who covers. Looked like it caught him off guard. He'll eventually steer that one aside. This is Griffin Crane moving it up the ice. Crane off the boards for LaRose. LaRose lost the puck. It's taken away by Will Dallaire. Short-handed opportunity. Dallaire busts in on goal and then forced off the puck there by Ben Tamoul. Dallaire will circle. Forced off the puck, taken away by Hendrickson. LaRose will control in his own end. Getting it over. Here's a pass toward the Hendrickson bench right as they were changing. This is taken by Carava. James Carava taken away. Racine tried to send it up the ice for Dallaire. That pass got deflected off its mark. Now up ahead, here comes Hendrickson moving in. Here's a quick shot, that one easily steered aside by Lawrence. Off the stick of Andrew Carava. Out to the point, Exter. Down low, Carava with the puck, drops it off for Exter again. Long shot, that one covered by Lawrence, and he will hang on with 26 seconds to go on the man advantage for Bishop Hendrickson. 3 minutes and 6 seconds gone by in this first period. We are playing 3 17-minute periods today as per USA Hockey high school rules, I presume. Bit of a outburst there from the ref as Barbieri had his helmet off in the penalty box. I guess you're not supposed to do that. Here's a pass across that missed its mark, went to the other side. Controlling in the neutral zone, Mason Crane sends it up ahead. Carried along by Carava. He'll move in and shoot that one off the outside of the post. It was hanging around there for a moment, but it's cleared away. Power play over. In the corner. this one taken away by Carava. Carava shoots, and that one gloved and held on to by Cash Lawrence. So Lawrence getting the nod today. A bit of context into the tumultuous world of the goaltending situation here at Northwood. Sebastian Tribula, the backup prep goalie, has been out for personal reasons for most of since the end of Thanksgiving break, and because of that, Drew Donatello, the starter for this varsity team, playing up as the backup on prep. So Cash Lawrence, interim starter for the Huskies. That's a long shot that got steered aside. Now it's taken by Shane Gaudreau. Tried to get it toward the net. That one broken up. Now taken there by McCarty. Landon McCarty forced off the puck. Taken back, Justin McLeod trying to clear, gets hit hard. That one lofted out of play. So as we mentioned earlier, a call up to the prep on the goalie front. Drew Donatello playing up on prep. There are some skaters playing up as well due to injuries. Hayden Newman, Gunnar Gleesman, both playing up. In addition, Sheldon Cassidy is out for this game. So Northwood rolling 3 lines and an extra winger today. The top line of Ryan Racine, Will Dallaire, and Reed Facette. They take the puck away here. Facette will send it across to Racine. Ryan Racine speeds in, pressured there. Takes it around the net. Racine forced off the puck there by Ryan Pierce. Pierce will send it around the net. Tillinga in the corner. Raphael is forced off the puck. And now taken the other way. Shot into the Northwood end. Lawrence out of his net to play it. Taken by Matthew White. That one shipped along by Racine, comes to Reed Facette. Huskies have numbers the other way as Facette had that one broken up. Now taking the other way, Griffin Crane. He'll move it ahead. Crane looks, fires, and that one up and over the top of Lawrence. Pete Moore will send it out of the zone and down. Icing waved off. Back to get it, Justin Bader. Around it goes. It's kicking around in the corner. Now controlled by Bishop Hendrickson. They'll take it the other way. Here's a pass into the middle. That one taken by Benson Rule. And now controlled by the Huskies. This is Drew Tulloch sending it ahead. That one also waved off. No icing. Pete Moore back there almost took it away. Moore lays a hit on that far side. They battle for it there in the corner. Jamming away at it. Griffin Crane will send it around. That play, or attempted clear, broken up by Pete Moore pretty unintentionally there. That one almost picked off by Braden Smith. Almost a disastrous turnover right in the slot for Bishop Hendricken. Drew Tulloch will move it up the ice. Touched along by Drew Barbieri. Victor Cutting touching the ice for the first time in this game. He'll send it around. Roman Kravchuk. Jack Spiegel out there, all taking their first shift. Down it goes. Nifty move there. Carava to the net, and a save by Lawrence, and he takes out Lawrence, and Lawrence is down on the ice and a bit slow to get up as Carava went barreling into him at the end of the play. We'll get a stoppage here as that net came off, but Lawrence seems to be okay, and that's good. Seen a lot of bad injuries occur on collisions like that. Good to see both parties okay there, but Victor Cutting's not. He'll go off for a penalty for a hit from behind. That led to all that. So another power play for Bishop Hendrickson. Down the ice it'll go. That one, Colin Murray will play it aside. Now it goes up the ice. Take it ahead. Mason Crane works it. Crane looks, gets it across. Here's a shot and a save by Lawrence. It's put into the corner. That was off the stick of Devin Exter. Out to the point. Tillinga. Carava shoots at a good save, Lawrence. skate back into his own end for it with Ryan Racine forechecking. Long stretch pass ahead, Colton Sims had that one taken away by Pete Moore. Backhanded up ahead. Devin Exter down there to get it. And now this one moved along quickly by Crane. Griffin Crane stays on that puck. Crane still with it. Moves it now. Nate Marshall turned the puck over. Graydon Smith will skate it the other way. Kyle Graydon Smith gets around Crane. Gets around another. Graydon Smith will freeze it in the corner. Under 30 seconds to play on the second Northwood penalty kill of the day. Here's a long shot by Drew Barbieri that got deflected down, but just wide by Graydon Smith. Final rush of this power play, 10 seconds to go. Turnover, Pete Moore couldn't clear. Now it goes into the corner, Drew Barbieri still can't clear, and now Pete Moore will finish the job as this power play expires for Bishop Hendrickson. Jack Spiegel lays a hit in the corner, able to get the puck loose and force a turnover. Will Dallaire to the point. Matthew White through traffic. It's loose down there, but it goes just wide. CJ Erickson was in the area, but couldn't get a stick on it. Now it's skated the other way. That one steered aside by Lawrence. Tie up in the corner. Huskies take the puck away. Drew Barbieri fanned on the pass. That play offsides, just offsides. Matthew White going back for it for the Huskies. Chipped along. Off the boards, out of the zone. Taken by CJ Erickson. He'll move it ahead, driving wide. Erickson gets around one. Driving into the corner against Fantino. Now taken by Spiegel towards the front of the net. That one broken up. Victor Cutting was in the area. Now a long shot there by Erickson. That one held onto by Murray. 7:14 to go in this first period. Scoreless from the Olympic Center. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. There's some kind of timeout going on here. Not sure what's going on, but some kind of timeout called here. The entire Bishop Hendrickson team gathering. Seeing all of them gathered at center. The Oregon Ducks had hockey jerseys. That's probably what they would look like. Saw them lose in the Pac-12 championship last night to Oregon, or to Washington rather, out of the college football playoff. Now taken by Connolly. That one turned over. Here's a play toward the front of the net. That got taken away by Reed Facette. Facette up the ice for Will Dallaire. Forces a 2-on-1. Dallaire tried to get it over to Racine, but unable to connect in time to get a good opportunity. Now Dallaire tried to get it toward the front. Racine deflected it on net, and a save by Murray. We remain scoreless, 6:40 to go in the opening stanza of this game. Here's Pete Moore to take the face-off, able to win it back. Drew Barbieri got it across. White through traffic, that one got blocked. Around it goes, 15 on 15 as Graydon Smith pressures now. Roman Kravchuk working in the corner. Kravchuk and Graydon Smith, two Huskies in there. Out to the point. Long shot by Drew Barbieri, sails wide of the net. Matthew White comes down to pinch, and a penalty upcoming. And it looks like this one's going to go against Bishop Hendrickson. So, got a call coming up on Griffin Crane. So the Huskies will head on the power play.
Lost the big.
play for the Huskies. That one gloved out at the line by White, and now poked away, and now taken the other way. Short-handed opportunity here for Marshall, who shoots, and a good save by Lawrence. Now taken by Will Dallaire. He'll move it up. Dallaire across for Racine. Ryan Racine will skate after it. And this one sent down the ice. Lawrence will play it. Matthew White up ahead. Will Dallaire for Reed Facette. Facette moves it ahead, and a shot that got blocked. Facette moves it around. And now a shot in. That one steered up and out of play by Cash Lawrence, and we will get a stoppage here. Minute 15 to go. So 5:30 to go in the first period. $1:15 to go on the Huskies power play. Behind the net it goes. Dropped off. Hendrickson moves it across the ice. That pass broken up by Crane. Mason Crane moves it in on a short-handed opportunity. That shot was blocked by Victor Cutting. Kept in by Fentano, set behind the net. Cutting will play it. Now C.J. Hendrickson for the Huskies. Up ahead. Braden Smith will send it around. Murray came out of his net briefly. Knocked down. Cutting a long shot. That one goes way over top of the net. Braden Smith sends it around for Pete Moore. Moore will move it across for Cutting. Cutting shoots, that got blocked down, but kept alive by Hendrickson. C.J. Hendrickson to Pete Moore. A one-timer, that got blocked, and then the rebound is set just wide. Braden Smith with the puck now. Out to the point, C.J. Hendrickson shoots through traffic, save, rebound is loose, they score! Kyle Braden Smith poked it home on the rebound, and the Huskies on the power play have a 1-0 lead. So this power play unit cashing in for the Huskies. They take a 1-0 lead. 4 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first, and the Huskies have drawn first blood. That one towards the front of the net, nobody home. Now Racine will poke it along for Reed Facette. He'll move it ahead. Behind the Hendrickson net. Moved along.
Power play goal.
Drew Barbieri will move ahead.
Number 25. Number 3.
This one moved along. Drew Barbieri will send it ahead. Ryan Racine trying to cut his way toward the net, unable to. Racine got forced off the puck there. Around the boards it goes. Tilling it. We'll move it around. Drew Barbieri will skate after it. Pressure there from LaRose. Now Connolly moves it up the ice. Pass up ahead, Pete Moore. He'll move it ahead and shoot. And a good save made there by Colin Murray. As Jackson Barbieri finally makes his way off the ice after serving what looked like some kind of penalty of the misconduct variation for his earlier hit that led to the first Hendrickson power play. That one broken up. Pete Moore had that one picked off. Here come Bishop Hendrickson the other way. Here's a shot from Carava that got blocked wide, and now a turnaround shot goes just wide. Matthew White will clear it out. Up ahead for Kravchuk, couldn't handle that one. And now it goes in Ryan Pearson. Kravchuk go hard into the boards. Taken away by Marshall. Nate Marshall tried to send it up the ice for Carava. And we're gonna get whistle here. It looks like they're going to blow this dead for offsides. 2:34 to go in the first period. Bishop Hendrickson out shooting Northwood Huskies 10-6, but it's the Huskies who have the 1-0 lead off the goal from Kyle Grattan-Smith. Poked at by Cutting. Erickson had a shot at it. Here's a long shot that goes wide of Lawrence. Around the net. Can't be Owen. Couldn't corral that one. Now Victor Cutting moves it along. Cutting. Whacking at it. Now taken there and work back to the point. Fentano will send it around the boards. Erickson picked off the boards from Barbieri. Jackson Barbieri back on the ice. This one taken away, right into the slot. And a good block by Victor Cutting, who gets laid out after the play, and there's going to be no call. Or maybe there will be. I guess not. So Cutting made the shot block on Nick Stevens, who then laid him out about 5 seconds later. Puck was nowhere near them. Kind of astonished that wasn't a call. Now Racine moving it ahead. Ryan Racine will shoot. That one got blocked pretty early on by Giuliano. Now Colin Crane with the puck. Hits Will Dallaire. Hendrickson control on their own end. That one taken away. Ryan Racine taken down, and another instance where maybe there could have been, you saw it from a particular angle, could have been a penalty, but nothing called. As Racine got taken down in the neutral zone, this one sent wide of the net. Hit the 1 minute mark of the first period. Taken the other way by Dallaire. 2-on-1 with Reed Facette. Dallaire shoots and scores! Will Dallaire on a 2-on-1 down low. Rips it past Colin Murray, and it's 2-0 Huskies with under a minute to play in this first period. So the Huskies with 2 goals in the last 5 or so minutes. As Grattan-Smith gets hit hard. Exter will send it around. That one deflects almost out of play. Now White will try to send it ahead. Out it goes, moved along, skated in, and getting and falling down was Leahy. And now right in front of the net, that loose puck corralled and cleared. There should be an icing with 17 seconds to go, and it will be. So Northwood with one last chance probably in this first period to get a goal at least off a set piece. We'll get it fixed. Huh? Moves it around. Now it's taken the other way. Toward the front of the net, it deflects him on goal, and Lawrence able to corral that one as time expires. So after 1, it is 2-0 Huskies. Shots on goal 11-7 in favor of Bishop Hendrickson. And it looks like we'll be getting a quick timeout here before the start of the second. We'll be right back.
I just wanted you to doctor, I just turned it on.
All right, second period coming up here. About to get underway. Huskies, Bishop Hendrickson. Huskies start the second period with a 2-0 lead. Here we go. the other way and taking a fall. And now Huskies move it the other way. Will Dallaire got taken down to the ice out to the point. White will launch it from long range. Now Dallaire in the corner working on it. Off the boards and around. Out of the zone, this one is skated ahead. White will send it off the boards and down. Moved ahead, it's knocked down and sent around the boards. Taken down was White. Now Ryan Racine will move it the other way. That one knocked down in front and sent around by Bader. Out of the zone. Braden Smith working on it for Jackson Barbieri. Across it goes. White will move it ahead. Behind the net goes Murray. Now taken by Braden Smith. Oh, dangerous towards the front. Now it's dropped off to Kravchuk. Roman Kravchuk shoots. That goes just wide. Oh, a dangerous opportunity there as Murray was slow getting back into his crease. Now Braden Smith works it out in front and puts it on net, and a good pat save by Murray. Now it comes along Drew Barbieri. Walks the line. Shoots just wide. Will Dallaire with the puck now. Dallaire nudged along. Knocked down in front. Kravchuk had a crack at it, and now it's taken the other way by Ben Tamul. Tamul will move it ahead and send it in, and behind the Northwood net it goes. Barbieri sends it off the boards. Roman Kravchuk touches it along, and now it's taken by Pete Moore and sent into the Hendrickson end. This one knocked down. Moved in. Taken away in front. This is Pete Moore driving wide and shooting, and a good save made there by Murray. Moore trying to knock it down. This one poked the other way. Skated ahead by Colton Sims. He'll shoot that one. Oh, dangerous chance there. Looked like Lawrence caught it with the shaft of his stick. This one gloved down and taken the other way. Campione. Nudged along, and now it's taken along by Pete Moore. Moore will send it along. Now poked ahead by Nick Stevens. Pressure in the corner there. Moved along by Spiegel. Up ahead, that one broken up. Spiegel there to poke it along. Around it goes. And now it's taken by Jack Spiegel. He'll move it ahead. Spiegel up ahead for Campione, who gets plastered to the boards by Fantino. Haven't had a stoppage yet in this first period. Played ahead. Saved by Lawrence, and there's your stoppage with 13:14 to go in the second period. Moved along. Almost poked ahead by the Huskies, who almost had an opportunity, now taken the other way by Bishop Hendrickson. That pass picked off, and a dangerous opportunity there as Kelly Kilnellos managed to get on that one. And now it goes into the corner. Now it's moved ahead. Ryan Racine. Offsides is the call. 12:35 to go. the face-off circle. Kravchuk trying to move it ahead. It's out of the zone, kicked along by Drew Barbieri. And now it's moved ahead, and behind his own net, Connolly goes to play it along. Icing called here against the Huskies. Worked along and around the boards. Pete Moore will move it ahead. Moore works it. Oh, and a takeaway here. This is moved the other way towards the front of the net. Oh, that one hit the post as Lawrence went sprawling across. And play stops as that net has been knocked off its moorings. So if there was ever an opportunity for Hendrickson to get one, that was probably it. But it goes off the post, right off the iron. This one towards the front of the net, they score! Looked like a fluky sort of play that just found its way in the back of the net. It's Jack LaRose who gets the goal. And Bishop Hendrickson claws their way back within one as they get on the board. Moved ahead. Oh, that one caromed right out in front. And now moved along. And now taken the other way. This is Jack LaRose moving it. Taken away by Dallaire. 2-on-0 down low. Will Dallaire moves in and scores! What a move! Will Dallaire! 3-1 Huskies! So Will Dallaire found himself in a 2-on-0 down low. And if it weren't for Charles Pigeon, maybe the goal of the year there. So it's 3-1 Northwood. And on that note, I do have to inform you we're going to stop the play-by-play for a few minutes as we try to get the live stream working. We'll still be videoing the game, but the play-by-play will resume once we have the live stream up in a few moments. I'll step aside for now. This is Pete Moore carrying the puck. Now we have a goal here for Bishop Hendrickson. This one poked in. See who this was. A reminder, the play-by-play will resume once we have the live stream working, as that takes precedence trying to get parents watching the game. Looked like that was Nate Marshall who poked it in, and Hendrickson back within one. Step aside again.
Unassisted in 5:16, second period. Stevens second goal scored by number 22, Nate Marshall. Assist from number 11, James Carrera. And number 20, Aiden Kraft. 6:23 second period.
And now Bishop Hendrickson tie the game.
26. 26 out.
That was Frank Tillingast who tipped it in. And again, I apologize for picking such an inopportune time to step away to try to fix the stream, but you got to do what you got to do. Just our luck that it happened to be the most action-packed 5 minutes of the game so far. We are once again tied at 3, and I'm once again stepping aside.
Hendricken goal scored by number 26, Frank Tillingast. Assist number 5, Gavin Exter. Number 6, Mason Crane. Goal scored in 7:01 second period.
Hendrickson score again. This is a power play goal off the penalty by Racine, and the Huskies at one point up 3-1 now find themselves in a 4-3 hole. James Carava gets the goal here.
Number 23, ranked Racine, 2 minutes flashing. 7:56 second period. Racine slash. Hendricken, power play goal, scored by number 11, James Carrera. Assist to number 6, Mason Crane. Goal scored in 8:06 second period. Carrera from Crane.
Bishop Hendrickson. And right out of the timeout, they make it a 5-3 hockey game. That was Nick Stevens who was able to tuck home the wraparound. And we have a 5-3 hockey game. 4 unanswered for Bishop Hendrickson. So now taken the other way, this is Hendrickson with the puck. Moved ahead by tilling it. This one taken by Drew Barbieri. Around the boards, Roman Kravchuk forced off the puck there. Set around and towards the front, and now a quick shot is tipped on goal, and they score again! It is now 6-3, Bishop Hendrickson, 5 unanswered, all in the second period. That was Teven Leahy who got the goal. And the Huskies falling apart at the seams here. It's now 6-3. And for those of you just joining us, 6-3 Bishop Hendrickson. Huskies are being outshot 21-10. Huskies at one point led 3-1. Their goals are from Will Dallaire, Kyle Graden-Smith,
Hendrickson goal earlier by number 10.
from Ryan Racine.
Number 18, Dr. Baxter. Number 9, Matthew Giuliano. Goal scored at 9:33. Second period. A lady from Baxter and Giuliano.
What did you do?
This one taken the other way by Colin Crane. Moved the other way. That one towards the front of the net, picked off by Spiegel. And now Jackson Barbieri will send it out. Dropped off by Graden-Smith. Now Campione trying to get it toward the front of the net. That one broken up. Taken the other way. Off the boards and moved ahead, and we'll get a whistle here. And we're going to have a penalty coming up here, and this is going to be James Carava heading off, and this is just what the Huskies needed. 6:20 to go in the second period, down 3, and going on the power play. So, after this period's over, we're going to upload the first 2 periods of this game. Of course, we missed the live stream as we tried to get it working. So we're going to get those 2 periods uploaded. That one hit the crossbar and bounced out. And Racine fanned on the rebound. Barbieri to Racine. A one-timer stop. The rebound is loose. And they score! Will Dallaire! Hat-trick for Will Dallaire as the Huskies claw their way back within 2 on a power play goal. And that's just what they needed to get back into this game. Again, a reminder, if you're just joining us on this live stream, we apologize for the delayed start. Had some technical issues on our end. It is 6-4, Bishop Hendrickson. Will Dallaire has a hat trick. The other goal coming from Kyle Graden-Smith. Past Florence, 6 goals on 21 shots. Pete Moore takes it. Moore pressured in the corner. Moore will move it up top. Connolly will move it ahead. That one taken away, and now hooked the other way, and now corralled and coming out of his net to play it is Lawrence, a turnover. Almost dangerous there. Now taken away and out to the point.
That's a hat check for Will Delaire.
Penalty upcoming against the Huskies. And we'll get a whistle here. And we'll see who the guilty party is here, and it looks like it's going to be Liam Connolly going off for the penalty, and they did not need that. Down 2. With every puck that's seemingly gone towards the net, winding up in the net. And now a power play. Hendrickson trying to regain a 3-goal lead, and another penalty right off the draw, and it looks like this is going to even things up. It's going to be Jack LaRose heading off for what referees are signaling is a hook, and we'll play 4 aside for the next minute and 57 seconds. And that's just the break the Huskies needed here. Again, a reminder that due to the lack of streaming for the first period and a half, we'll be uploading the first 2 periods, the film of the first 2 periods on the Game Castle TV YouTube channel. Right after this, the live stream will resume for the 3rd period. This one sent out to the point, taken down low by Victor Cutting. Trying to move it in was Racine. That one broken up and now taken the other way. Griffin Crane doubles it back. Tillingat moves it ahead. Tillingat gets hit in the corner. Delaire moves it around. Delaire will skate it ahead, looking for his 4th. Will Delaire cuts in on goal, forced off the puck and taken down. And now taken away by Bishop Hendrickson. This one chipped along. That one gloved when hung onto by Lawrence. Minute 3 to go in the 4-on-4 and 4:20 to go in the 2nd period. This is a 6-4 hockey game with Bishop Hendrickson on top. The 4 goals for the Huskies. Will Delaire's accounted for 3 of them. And the other one coming from Kyle Graddon-Smith. 2 of those power play goals, including the one from Graddon-Smith, who has the puck right now. He'll tip it ahead and move it in. Graddon-Smith moves it out toward the front, but nobody home on the other side. Pete Moore was the closest to it, but was way behind the play. Now Graddon-Smith able to take it away, tried to poke it toward the net. That one broken up. Up the ice it goes. Carava will move it in. Carava able to get around Barbieri. He'll shoot. And we're going to get a stoppage here. Looks like that net might have come off. 3:51 to go in the 2nd period. A 6-4 lead for Bishop Hendrickson. They scored 5 unanswered after Northwood took a 3-1 lead. And then Will Delaire completed a hat trick on the power play to get it back within 2, so it's 6-4. Barbieri will skate it around. Up ahead for Racine, he'll touch it on. That one's going to roll in on goal, and that will be covered by Colin Murray. 23 seconds to go on the period of 4-on-4, 3:40 to go. 2nd period, 6-4 Bishop Hendrickson. That one is taken away. That was Mason Crane who forced the issue there. Crane will skate it around and dump it off. Ethan Sikara. That dump-in attempt was blocked by Matthew White, and it deflects into the Bishop Hendrickson bench. With 3:24 to go in the 2nd period, 8 seconds of 4-on-4 left. Followed by a negligible amount of power play time for the Huskies. 3 seconds difference between the 2 penalties. First penalty over. Connolly, back on the ice. Now it's Spiegel. Jack Spiegel fanned on that one. And now it's taken there by Mason Crane. Sends it around. That one lofted out and down. Drew Barbieri back for it. We are back to 5-on-5. Icing waved off. Barbieri will skate it behind his own net. There's pressure there. That's Devin Exter. Crane with the puck. Got it across. Long shot. That one blockered out of play by Lawrence, who was able to see that puck through all that traffic and make a pretty good save. 2:36 to go in the second period. Back to even strength. It's a 6-4 Bishop Hendrickson lead. Shots on goal are 23-12. Also in favor of Bishop Hendrickson. Moved out. Kicked along and deflected in by Teven Leahy, who has a goal in this game. Had one of the goals in the barrage of 5 unanswered earlier in the second period. This one toward the net, an opportunity. How'd that one stay out? Lawrence went sprawling across to make the save. It looked like somebody right in front just completely whiffed on a wide open net, and that puck stayed out. So a golden opportunity for Hendrickson to retake a 3-goal lead, denied. Whether it was Lawrence or just a miss, I don't know, probably some combination of the two. Either way, the puck stayed out. Now here's a turnover. Going into the corner is Shane Gaudreau toward the net, and a good stop by Lawrence, and another good save there as he was able to corral that puck from a long way out. $1:28 to go in the second period, a 6-4 Bishop Hendrickson lead. They're now out shooting the Huskies 25-12. Moved along, opportunity for the Huskies now. This is Racine moving it ahead. Working against Dexter. Racine shoots that one, stopped, and it deflects into the corner. Out of the zone it goes. Connolly. Here's one toward the net, deflected wide by Lawrence.
There's 1 minute remaining in the second period.
That one towards the front of the net, kicked down, and now this is skated the other way by Ryan Racine. He'll move it ahead, working against Dexter. Racine forced off the puck there. Now it's taken by Landon McCarty to send it around the boards. Kelly Canelos will move it across. McCarty trying to send it ahead. That one should go for an icing, and it will, with 36.1 seconds on the clock remaining in the second period. 6-4 Bishop Hendrickson. Out to the point, Kravchuk will send it across. Drew Barbieri tried to double it back, almost turned it over, but his brother, Jackson Barbieri, able to get back and bail out his D partner. This one moved ahead. Griffin Crane get it toward the front, and a backhander turned out by Lawrence. That was off the stick of Yanni Fantino, who was breaking towards the net. That's a long clear attempt. Went off the glove of a Hendrickson player. Will be no icing as the clock winds down, and that's the end of the second period. Set up for a pretty good finish here. 6-4 Bishop Hendrickson after 2. We'll go to the second intermission. third period is underway. Here we go. Controlled by Bishop Hendrickson off the draw. This is off the board, sent ahead. Barbieri couldn't play it. Back for it is Matthew White. White will send it around the boards. Towards the net, that one went pretty much straight through the crease and wide of Lawrence. Griffin Crane trying to play it along. Barbieri back there to force the issue and get it over for Matthew White. Now trying to poke it ahead was Racine. Barbieri will move it along, trying to get it up ahead. We have a goaltending change here for Bishop Hendrickson. Avery Piccione is the goaltender, the new goaltender for Hendrickson after Colin Murray led in 4 on 12 shots. Poked ahead. Drew Barbieri back for it. Will send a long pass up ahead looking for Braden Smith, but he was unable to get a stick on it, and so it'll be an icing. 59 seconds gone by in the third period. Tie up in the circle, controlled and cleared by Liam Connolly, and could be an opportunity for the Huskies. This is CJ Erickson racing after it. Erickson is forced off the puck. Carava will skate it around his own net and start up ice with it. Carava gets it up ahead. Nate Marshall shoots that one, steered aside by Lawrence. Carava tried to get it toward the front. Liam Connolly was there to break it up and lays a hit in the corner on Cullen Crane. Connolly laying the boom behind the net. We got a physical tone going here in this third period. Connolly controls the puck now. And that pass picked off by Nick Stevens. Pass intercepted. This is Braden Smith breaking in. Breakaway. Braden Smith shoots. Save. Rebound goes just wide. And now Bishop Hendrickson will start the other way. This is Mason Crane, broken up by Drew Barbieri. He'll try to skate it out of the way. Referee got in the way, and now it's Kravchuk trying to move it ahead. Got hit there, now taken up ahead by Jack Spiegel. Spiegel will look it over and shoot. And that's a good save there from Picone, as he had his eye on that puck all the way, managed to make the save. 14:39 to go in the third period. Face-off controlled by Bishop Hendrickson. Matthew White for Jackson Barbieri. And now this is Jack Spiegel cutting in toward the net and puts it just wide, but I think he's going to draw a penalty on this play. Looked like he was hooked as he drove to the net, and the Huskies will head on the power play. Ethan Sakura will get called for the penalty. Huskies go on the power play. We'll do it all over again. That one cleared and out. Jackson Barbieri will play it out of his own end.
Hendricken, number 27,
Nifty move there as he stepped around Griffin Crane and got it to Will Dallaire. Dallaire will drop it off for Cassette. Another penalty upcoming against Bishop Hendrickson, and the Huskies will get a minute 38 on a 5-on-3. This will be Frank Tillingast going off to set up the two-man advantage for the Huskies. So if there's an opportunity for the Huskies to try and get this game closer, even potentially tie the game, this is it. Two-man advantage, minute 38 on that two-man advantage, 14 minutes to go in the third, and in a two-goal hole. This is controlled by the Huskies. Here on this 5-on-3. Jackson Barbieri looking for a lane now. Shoots, that got blocked. And it's clear. Down to a minute 20 to go in the 5-on-3 time. Minute 40 total power play time remaining. To the other side, Jackson Barbieri will look it over, send it across. A one-timer from Dallaire goes just wide. Didn't look like he got all of it. And now it comes right out to the front. It's loose in the crease, and somehow it stayed out. Husky bench thought it went in. Referees saw it differently as Will Dallaire had a couple cracks at that back door with a looked like a wide open net. 50 seconds to play on the 5-on-3. This one sent down the ice. On goal, Lawrence will direct that aside for Jackson Barbieri. Huskies will start up. Under 40 seconds to play on the 5-on-3. Under a minute to go in the total power play time. Out to the point, Will Dallaire, nobody there on the receiving end on the other side of that blue line, and Dallaire has to circle back for it. So now Reed Facette will move it ahead. Facette shoots, that got blocked. And now it's taken away and cleared. Down to 20 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Lawrence will send it up the ice for Barbieri, who collided with Racine there, and that puck goes back into the Northwood end. Under 10 seconds on the 5-on-3. Under 30 on the total power play time. Racine trying to get it toward the net. That one is broken up, and that one is cleared. Back to a 5-on-4. Jackson Barbieri will move it ahead. He'll look it over, trying to cut to the net. This is Dallaire towards the net and couldn't bury it as sprawling was Picone. This one deflects on goal. Looked like that one may have hit LaRose off the stick of Racine. And back to even strength. A tremendous job on the penalty kill by Bishop Hendrickson to keep this a 2-goal game. Here's an opportunity for Will Dallaire, looking for his fourth, and that one is stopped by Picone. Now taken by Racine, sent towards the front. Had Hendrickson waiting back door, unable to bury it. Just out of position. Now Will Dallaire forced off the puck there by LaRose. Behind the net it goes. This is Giuliano. And now Pete Moore up top. Racine, Moore back to Racine. Play is on sides as this one broken up and skated the other way by Bishop Hendrickson. This one backhanded ahead. Lawrence thought about playing it, instead just leaves it to Victor Cutting. Off the boards, and that one broken up. And now taken the other way. Here's a quick shot blocked by Ryan Racine. Taken by Stevens, who tried to get toward the net. That one broken up by Cutting. And now it's taken the other way by Braden Smith, who sends it off the boards and skates it in. Braden Smith, trying to cut his way towards the net, was forced off the puck there. To the near side it goes. Taken away. Kravchuk. Oh, and they're gonna call a penalty here. This is gonna be too many men. It's gonna be too many men against the Huskies. Is what appears to be the call. Not sure what's going on here. There's definitely a penalty. So it's going to be too many men, and it's going to be Kravchuk serving the penalty as Northwood once again back on the penalty kill. And the part that nobody seems to be upset about right now, surprisingly, is that negated a pretty good opportunity for Kravchuk, who was in the slot with a pretty good lane to the net. Referees blew that play dead as it was developing. 2-on-1, shorthanded for Racine, it looked like, and hustling back was Griffin Crane to make the play to prevent that from going any further. Minute 40 to go in the man advantage for Bishop Hendrickson. Northwood. This is almost a must-kill for the Huskies to try and stay in this game. This one towards the net. It's loose, and Lawrence with a sprawling stop. And now it's taken the other way by Dallaire. Now to Ryan Racine, who shoots, and that one gloved and held onto by Picone, who has been perfect in this third period. He's stopped all 8 that he's faced. Just over 10 minutes to go in this third period. Minute 21 of a power play remaining for Bishop Hendrickson, who are trying to protect a 6-4 lead. Braden Smith will move it along. And now controlled by Bishop Hendrickson in their own end. Devin Exter dropping it off. Trying to cut towards the net was Carava, but that one broken up by cutting and cleared, but not out. Far side. They'll look it over. Out to the point. It comes down low. Carava behind the Husky net. Gets it over. Tilling it. Shoots through traffic. A deflection and a great save by Lawrence. What a job there to track that deflection and make a really good kick save. Probably his best save of the morning so far. And a huge one to keep this a 2-goal game. Out of the zone it goes. This is Yanni Fentino controlling. That play broken up by Ryan Racine, who controls in neutral ice. Racine almost got stripped of the puck there by Carava, but then it comes to Will Dallaire. Power play about to expire. Kravchuk back on the ice. Icing waved off. That'll do it for the power play. This is Griffin Crane working it ahead. Crane skates it through center. Comes down for Matthew White. This one kept alive by Shane Gaudreau. Gaudreau drops it down low. This is Crane to the front. Gaudreau shoots and scores! Shane Gaudreau found himself alone in the slot and got it up and over Lawrence. That one comes just after the power play expired. It is now 7-4 Bishop Hendrickson. That goal comes with 8:21 to go in the third period, and the Huskies are going to need to rally here, and quickly, if they want to win this game. So 8:21 to go, 7-4 Bishop Hendrickson. Huskies are getting outshot 31-20. With a shorthanded roster on this Saturday morning. This is Spiegel down low, pulling toward the net. It's loose down there. Looked like that was maybe Kravchuk who had a chance at it. And now off the boards and ahead. This is Hendrickson moving it in once again. This one trying to get it towards the net, and a sliding block by Spiegel. And now right out in front and a goal for Tievin Leahy, his second of the game. Leahy got pounded by Drew Barbieri after he poked that into the back of the net, and it's an 8-4 lead for Bishop Hendrickson, who have scored 2 in the last minute. Under 8 minutes to play. Will Dallaire wins this faceoff, almost up toward our little makeshift booth here in the USA, but stayed in play. Dallaire pounded there. Controlled at the point, down low. Around the boards it goes. Poked along by Di Raphael, and now clear. Sakara back forward, pressured by Facette. It comes across, and this one poked away by Racine. Ryan Racine trying to move it down low. Racine working it free. Racine still with the puck, tried to get it down low for Dallaire. That one hopped over his stick. Dallaire to the point. Long shot by Justin McLeod goes wide. Now it comes to Cutting, who shoots, and that one gloved and hung on to by Picone, who has been perfect, stopping all 9 shots he's faced here in this third period. It is 8-4 Bishop Hendrickson with 7:08 to go in the third period. And it looks like a timeout here. Maybe a timeout called by the Huskies. try and figure out how they can make a game of this with 7:08 to go in the third period in a 4-goal hole here as they're trying to claw their way back into it. So in case you're joining us late, the Huskies went up 2-0 and then 3-1 on 2 goals by Will Dallaire and 1 from Kyle Graddon-Smith. And then midway through the second period, Bishop Hendrickson rattled off 5 unanswered in quick succession before Will Dallaire got an answer to make it a 6-4 game on the power play. And then you've just seen the 2 goals here from Hendrickson that now make it 8-4. Face-off won by Graddon-Smith. He'll try a shot. That got blocked. Graddon-Smith works it along the boards, pressured by Crane, able to get it to the point for Matthew White. That pass picked off and almost skated the other way. Graddon-Smith able to get in there and break that play up. Now White will send it ahead. Hendrickson will start from behind their own net. Dropped off. Devin Exter around the boards. LaRose. Erickson, gets chopped at from behind. Almost took a dangerous fall into the boards. A couple feet forward, and that would have been head first right into the boards. So a potentially dangerous play there avoided. There's a quick shot by Tillingett that was turned out by Lawrence. It comes down low, and now it's towards the net. Lawrence will steer that into the corner. Pete Moore will send that one out of the zone. Sent back in on net. Lawrence will hang on to it, but faceoff's going to come on the other end of the ice as that was whistled down, I think, for a high stick. 5:51 to go in the third period. It is an 8-4 hockey game in favor of Bishop Hendrickson. They're out shooting the Huskies 34-20. Spiegel will skate it the other way. Jack Spiegel shoots that one, goes through the crease and wide. Kravchuk will move it ahead. Kravchuk sends it cross ice. Drew Barbieri shoots through traffic. It's loose down there, and it's still loose, and it stays out. How did that one stay out? It's like the 3rd or 4th time I've said that today. That puck has kicked around down there a lot. Well, what luck for Bishop Hendrickson. Looked like Victor Cunning had a chance to bury that, but I think it skipped over his stick. Lofted up but not out. This is turned over to Jackson Barbieri, but he's forced off the puck. Now it'll leave the zone. Drew Barbieri gets laid out there by Carava after the play. Under 5 minutes to play in the third period. Racine has forced off the puck there. Now skated ahead by Justin Bader. He'll send it around. Colton Sims got checked there by Drew Barbieri, and now Ryan Racine is going to get called for a penalty. With 4:37 to go in the third period, and if there was any hope, any fleeting hope of a comeback for the Huskies here, that penalty makes it a whole lot harder. With 4:37 to go. Crane controls for Bishop Hendrickson. Crane up over top of the net. Here's a quick shot right in front that got broken up, and now Pete Moore will move it the other way. Moore will skate it ahead himself. He'll put one on net, that one gloved and steered aside by Picone. This one poked away and down by Kyle Graddon-Smith. Reminder, this is the first game of a 2-game set here in Lake Placid. Tomorrow's game will be at 11:15 in the morning on this same rink. Also on Game Castle TV, that play broken up in front by Jackson Barbieri. He'll try to send it away. Poked at by Will Dallaire. Dallaire able to almost get a turnover there. And now it's taken by Colton Sims. Bishop Hendrickson will change up here. Both sides will change up. Under 3:15 to go in the third period. Here's a quick shot, broken stick, and a shove. After the play was over, Jackson Barbieri lays a hit in the corner. That was James Carava who broke his stick and then gave Jackson Barbieri a bit of a shove after the play. Here's a long shot from Tillingett that got steered aside by the stick of Lawrence. Barbieri battling in the corner, trying to free that puck up. That broken stick still down there might play a factor in how this play shakes out. White able to avoid it. Penalty, it looks like. And with 2:23 to go, Barbieri's going to get called, it looks like. And that's what looks like it's going to be, and it's going to be coincidental minors. It's going to be Barbieri and Carava who have been going at it for the last few minutes. Getting sent off with 2:23 to go in the third period. Once again, got to remember Huskies playing shorthanded here. They're rolling three lines at forward with Hayden Newman and Gunnar Gleesman playing up on the prep team this weekend, and Sheldon Cassidy, Charles Pigeon, and Trey Zarin all out with injury. That one steered aside by Lawrence. This one moved ahead. There's a quick shot by Leahy that was turned aside. Oh, and a heavy hit in the corner. You could hear it from up here. And then Justin McLeod gets pounded into the back of his own net. That was Matthew White who got crushed by Tievin Leahy. That one caught and hung on to by Lawrence with a minute 47 to go. But what a sequence there as White got lit up at the start of that play. White and McLeod both got rocked during that play. Minute 45 to go. Meanwhile, a double team takedown of Landon McCarty by Drew Barbieri and Pete Moore, now a goal. This is Justin Bader from downtown who puts a 9 spot on the scoreboard for Bishop Hendrickson with a $1:31 to go in the third period. And that's just the icing on the cake of what has been a dominant effort, at least on the offensive front this morning. 9-4, Bishop Hendrickson. They've outshot the Huskies 40-23. They put 9 past Lawrence. This has just been a clinic on all fronts.
Number 15-29.
Moved ahead by DiRaphael. McLeod moves it along. Reed Facette pokes it along. Connolly for Dallaire. Will Dallaire will move it along. Dallaire will try to make it ahead. Under a minute to go in the third period. Here's a hit there from Connolly. Goes into the corner. McLeod skating after it. Beat to the puck there by Nate Marshall, but Nick Stevens. Dallaire will move it ahead. Will Dallaire to Connolly, who shoots, so that one blocked. That one towards the front of the net. Missed everybody. Under 30 seconds to play. Comes along for Colton Sims, who shoots that one, stopped by Lawrence. Mason Crane shoots, that goes wide. Towards the front of the net, that one broken up. Looked like Lawrence may have gotten a piece of that. Jack Spiegel takes a hit in the corner. Spiegel will battle with his man there, and that's going to do it. An offensive clinic from Bishop Hendrickson here in game one of this two-game set, and now we've got a scuffle after the final whistle. A couple Hendrickson players down there getting into it. Final score from the Olympic Center USA rank, Bishop Hendrickson 9, the Northwood Huskies 4. They put 9 past Cash Lawrence on 41 shots. Meanwhile, on the other end, Avery Picone, perfect on 11 shots coming in the third period in relief of Colin Murray, who gave up 4 on 12. Picone able to shut the door and preserve a Bishop Hendrickson victory. So we'll be back for game 2 of this set tomorrow morning at 11:15 on the USA rink. That'll be on Game Capsule as well. For now, I'm Gus Garvey signing off. This has been Northwood Hockey on Game Capsule. So long.